Alright, so usually I don't post twice in one day, but yesterday I found out about this thing called the Valby Run, which basically you can get an infinite amount of gold and Kuiper from farming it. It's in an outpost, and the devs actually made a comment about it. And honestly, what I'm about to read sounds really amazing because most of these developers usually will nerf this kind of stuff into the ground. And from what I read earlier with this, that's not the case with this. So, greetings, Descendant. This is the director of the first Descendant. I don't know how to read the name, so. I wish to share the dev's opinions regarding the recent issue, so-called Valby Run. Valby Run, strategic outpost farming using Valby is currently taking place at the outpost within the fortress, was certainly not intended. Due to our systematic mistake, mobs in the fortress outpost have been respawning infinitely, and as a result, the amount of item drops has increased 2 or 3 times higher than that of other popular locations. To maintain our game and to be adored by our players for a long time, we believe that it's wrong to just look on and leave the unbalanced content, which providing biased rewards. However, as Valby Run becomes popular, it's very quickly within our community. We assume many players have researched Valby to enjoy newly discovered content, which I am currently, right now, as I'm recording this, researching Valby. Her parts are being crafted right now, so I'm not going to have her ready until sometime tomorrow, basically. But I'm currently researching Valby just so I can do this myself. The current issue has occurred clearly by our own mistake, but we do not wish to suddenly remove it, because it's already become a solid content in the first Descendant. Which, it sounds amazing, that they're not gonna completely just nerf this into the ground or change it or do something crazy to mess it up, because it's a farming game, it's a PvE game, people want to farm, people will always be trying to find the best farms, and I'm glad they understand that, because a lot of game developers, Bungie, or I'm just gonna go Bungie, they'll just nerf anything that's good for the player base into the ground, because they clearly don't, for some reason Bungie does not care. Reading on. So we'd like to inform you that we're preparing a patch without completely blocking the fortress outpost issue, and to keep allowing the players to enjoy playing like before. However, at the same time, we will update other farming locations to match the efficiency equivalent to the fortress outpost, which that sounds amazing. To match the same, farming rate, I think that's amazing. These devs have been, honestly, as good as Warframe's development team, to be honest. I don't know how else to compare it, because they have been super transparent, they have been talking to the community, they listen a lot, which I think more development teams need to be like that. They need to listen to their community more. They need to open up about what's going on and what they're working on, stuff like that. And having a development team that's actually doing this is just really amazing to me. Okay, so although we've insisted that no additional patch will be necessary next week, we have been preparing for a hotfix, patch 1.0.4, prioritized to apply improvements so I can finalize the week 5 development schedule. The main purpose for the patch 1.0.4 is to reduce the cooldown time. I'm sure that's what they meant. Cooldown time for strategic outposts, which that sounds good. I hate the 5-minute timers. It's probably, I was playing like a day or two ago. I'm trying to farm Ultimate Galay, and I have never gotten so mad in my life trying to farm a resource in the game. And I'm glad they're doing something about that, because it is a little tedious to do it. There we go. And rebalance the locations for collecting void fragments, which that's also good. Also, we're planning to diversify methods of gold supply by enhancing gold efficiency with special operations. That's really good. As we continue our live service for the first Descendant, we have no plans to respond by simply nerfing certain content for any gameplay which collides with our intention. That's good. I'm glad they're not just gonna nerf stuff. Makes it way better for the players. I'm glad they understand the players. We respect every content created by our players, and will do our best to create a game that all players can enjoy together for a long time. We appreciate your endless feedback and interest in our game. Oh yeah, that sounds really good. All this sounds amazing. I'm glad they're doing this type of stuff. I'm glad they're listening. But I just wanted to fill you in on this information. And that is it. Hope you all enjoyed this video. And goodbye.